my name is Ron Smith, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'm so excited to be with you today because I'm here to deliver some bite-sized morsels that can help you stay drug-free for life. You say, Ron, what in the world is going on? Well, this channel is for those that are overcoming drug addiction for life, those that are looking to overcome drug addiction, and for those that are assisting or helping someone overcome drug addiction. I call these bite-sized morsels because you can remember 5 minutes worth of information that's going to help change your life and live drug-free for life. So I want to talk to you today about 3 things: treatment, support, and self-development. I submit to you today that treatment has always been available. It's always been out there for us to take advantage of. Like treatment facilities, you have residential treatment programs, you have detox facilities, you have hospitalization. Hospitals are there for us, always been there. You have outpatient treatment programs that are available. Then you have support. Support has always been there. It's been available for many, many years. I mean, beyond 50 plus years. Salvation Army, matter of fact, been around for 150 years. Support. It's treatment as well, but it is support. Support, our family, our friends, our loved ones, has always been there for us, trying to help, trying to encourage us, wanting us to stop, being able to speak into our lives. God has been there for us, because what God said, that I'll never leave you nor forsake you. So he's always been available. Support has always been there. Your sister, your mom, your brother has always been available. The third thing, which has not been available, is self-development, or what I call showing up to your own recovery. Because it fits the disease model, but it's not actually a disease like diabetes that you can't come back from. See, but you can come back from this particular disease of choice. That's why it's called a disease of choice, because this is the one that you can come back and get your choice back, which you really didn't lose. Almost like it's really not a disease, but fits the model. We don't lose the choice, but we lose the power. That's what we lose, the power of our choice. And what happens with the power of choice, so this power gets zapped every time we do one more. Think about this for a minute. Because see, here's what happens. That one more is actually more devastating than getting in addiction in the first place. Because, put it this way, I call this the capacity rule. So imagine this is like a cup full of water, and the water is kind of low, about 20% of juice or liquids in there. And this capacity to stop using is like this, in a sense, if we want to just put it as a visual. Okay, so you're already at 20%, but now you do one more. But the one more is actually sending you down percentages. 19%, one more, 18%. But just do one more and stop, 17%. And so you couldn't stop at the 20%. So what make we think we're going to stop if I do one more? Because the one more is what's making it worse. Is that one more zap power? Zap power. See, every time I drink or use, I'm thinking, I'll stop next time. And what happens is when we stop or stay stopped, we raise this capacity, and that's what we want to do every time we are confronted with the choice, okay, to use, and I choose not to. And now, increase power. This capacity goes up in order to stay stopped. Employ the skill to stop. And then once I employ the skill to stop, guess what? I get more power and the ability to stop. Because that's what actually brings you back to this choice skill, or the choice to the power to stop, is treatment. Remember we talked about that? Support, AA, things like that. I don't know, church, whatever you fit your boat, or any type of maybe, what am I thinking? Clubs, right? Club. And here's the big one. Self-development. this skill right here to self-development. What? Like what? Read like you never have before. Books, routine, habits, behavior, change. That's my responsibility. That's your responsibility. You're responsible to do this type of stuff, self-development. If you don't show up to your own recovery, guess what? Treatment and support doesn't work. And I know I have before when I was going through my own challenges, used to say, oh, that treatment program didn't work when I went to it. They didn't know what they were talking about. But that treatment program knew exactly what they were doing. Even if they had certain flaws, guess what? I wasn't there. I was physically there, but I wasn't emotionally or spiritually attached. I wasn't connected. Support has always been there for me. My mom wanted me to stop. My sister always tried to encourage me to do something different with my life. Even friends I used to use drugs with was telling me, you don't belong here, Ron, and you need to stop. Business associates that I was in collaboration with would often tell me that I need to get some help. And I just shunned them thinking it was everybody else's problem but mine. Or they had issues and just stay out of my business. But once I start to show up to my own recovery, my life began to change. Again, showing up to your own recovery is self-development, like reading books like you've never had before, going to AA meetings or NA meetings, support group meetings, attending church, and not just attending and sitting in pews, but participating somehow like in parts of the ministry, like teaching a class or ministry of helps or ushering or greeter or something of that nature, but participating in some way. That's showing up to your own recovery. Showing up to your own recovery is changing your habits. Maybe you had some habit that you've done for many, many years and you recognize that you need to change that. That's showing up to your own recovery. A routine that you often do. I remember there was a guy who shared with me that he had a routine. Every time he came home, he would reach in his freezer and grab a frozen mug and put beer in it and do some type of concoction, sit down on his couch and watch TV every single day for years. And he recognized that that was a routine he had to change. And that's what helped him overcome his alcoholism. And of course, behavior. Your behaviors are the thing that you look toward to make these changes. So again, your treatment, support, and self-development is going to take you over the top. That's the hidden secret that's hiding in plain sight. And that is the bite-sized morsel I want to share with you today. Showing up to your own recovery. It's not treatment's fault. It's not the support system's fault or your support. It's not really a fault, but it's an awareness. And once you become aware that you have not been showing up to your own recovery, boom, you're like the prodigal son. You have woken up to the thing that you need to do, and then you can take a grip of your life and live drug-free. So I want you to like this page. I want you to share this page. I want you to make some comments in the comments section on what type of video you might want me to create. I'm interested to know some of the challenges you are facing so I can address them in these bite-sized morsels. Again, show up to your own recovery, and we'll see you on the next episode.